Hey everybody, welcome back to Bones and Brews. So today we're going to make chicken tortilla casserole. We're going to use some leftover pulled chicken that we smoked, and we're going to make one of my infamous dishes. I've been making this dish for over 25 years, and it's just become a favorite. I actually originally discovered this concept on the back of a can of Rotel my first year out of college when I was living on my own, and it's like, all right, I'm going to make this dish, and I've been tweaking it ever since. So let's get started. All right, so I've got my pulled chicken already over here. All my ingredients. I've got this bowl that I'm going to use. We're going to put together the mixture that we're going to put in the layers of this chicken tortilla casserole. So, start with, I'm going to grab cream of chicken soup. Because of the size of my Pyrex dish here, I'm going to use 2 cans of this cream of chicken soup. Also going to throw in 1 can of cream of mushroom. I'll give that a little mix. And then I've got 2 cans of Rotel that I've drained the juices out of. I'm going to dump those in as well. Once again, give it another mix. And then I took a small green pepper and half of a white onion and sauteed that up and diced it up. So I'm going to throw that in there as well. And then last but not least, I'm going to take all of that pulled chicken that I have and throw it in the bowl. We're going to give that a good mix. Alright, this mix is going to be really nice and thick, so I'm going to grab some cheese as well. We're ready to start layering this tortilla casserole all together. So, you can use any size or type of tortillas. You can use corn, flour, doesn't matter, whatever you choose. I've got some smaller white corn tortillas here we're going to use. I took some butter and put it across the bottom of this Pyrex pan so the tortillas don't stick to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and lay those in. Just basically making like a tortilla crust at the bottom of that pan. Alright, so you can see how those are nice and layered in there. Then I want to make it 2 layers deep because of the depth of this dish, so I'm going to take about half of this mix. Go ahead and scoop that in, spread it around, and then I'm going to, before I add the next layer, I'm going to take a little bit of shredded cheese, sprinkle on that layer. Now we'll take tortillas and make the second layer. We're ready for the rest of that mixture. Go ahead and spread that around as well. Hit it with a little bit more of shredded cheese here. Actually want a little more cheese on the top of this second layer, a little cheesier across the top. And then we're going to end up putting 1 more layer of tortillas across the top of this. This time just a sprinkling of cheese. That last cheese layer across the top is just going to give it kind of a nice crust on top of those tortillas as it's in the oven. And I've got fresh jalapeno from the garden that I've sliced up, and we'll just lay a little bit of that jalapeno across there as well. And that, my friends, is our chicken tortilla casserole. Oven's at 350. I'm going to throw in the oven anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes. I'm really just waiting to see the outer layer of that Pyrex pan nice and bubbly. I know it's ready at that point and we can serve it up. So let's get it in the oven. All right, chicken tortilla casserole is done. Took about 30 minutes in the oven. I've already let it sit and cool for a couple minutes and got myself a plate here. Dished up a little bit on the plate as well, and I'll show you how I'm going to top this off and serve it for dinner. All right, so I actually got a little fresh pico de gallo. So I'm going to sprinkle some of that across the top of there. And I'm really just going to hit it with a little bit of sour cream. And that, my friends, is our chicken tortilla casserole. All right. Grab myself a fork here. And we'll give this a taste. Dead on. Delicious. I love how the Roto always gives it a little kick. So like every episode, we're going to have a cold beverage this evening with our chicken tortilla casserole. From Goliath Brewing, or Toppling Goliath Brewing, this is Flying Seahorse. It's a double IPA. Just got my hands on that the other day, so I thought I'd crack it open for today's episode. Let's give it a taste. You can see the haze in that. That is really, really delicious. It's a double IPA though, so I'm glad I'm only having one. All right, so like every episode, like us, share us, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys again on Bones and Brews.